Okay, everybody, so here I am with my review. I apologize for being late, but the show didn't get on demand right away, so I wasn't able to watch it until yesterday, and then I didn't get a chance to get on and do the review until now. But I'm here now, and wasn't a real exciting episode. It was kind of just filler until the to get bridge through to the season finale. So we start out with Candace and Charles, and they spent the night together just canoodling. They didn't do anything. They were had all their clothes on and stuff, and so they talk over, they talk over Candace having the moment, and he asks her, "What took you so long to have that moment?" When she really let everything out about her son dying, and she says, "I don't want to talk about that." And so he says, "Okay, I have to meet with the president. I want you to come with me to Washington." She doesn't want to do it at first. She's like, "Okay, well, I don't want to mess it up for you." And he's like, "Yeah, that's not gonna happen." So she agrees to go, and Landon comes in because they stayed in Landon's room, because when Candace went up, she went into Landon's room and Charles came in, so they stayed in Landon's room. And so Charles leaves, and he's like saying, "Okay, well, we're gonna get you together with clothes and all that." And Candace is like, "I have clothes." So, but regardless, and Landon wants to get her together, and I was thinking, like, Candace, do you really have clothes? Because a little while ago she had told Erica she needed stuff, and it doesn't seem like she has too much good stuff to wear, especially not good enough to go to Washington as the plus one of sorts with the president-elect. So after so Landon basically just tells her, "Okay, you get this right, go for it, I can't have him, so you might as well." So on to Jeffrey and Justin. This just goes round and round every week. It's like, ugh, same old thing all the time. And so Justin wants Jeffrey to go see the place. Jeffrey's like, he's wavering in between. Justin tells him, "I love you again." Jeffrey's like, "Yeah, I love you." And I said, "You don't mean it, Jeffrey. Stop saying it." And so Jeffrey cops an attitude with Madison again. And Madison was just in the dining room or the kitchen or whatever having breakfast. And Jeffrey's like, "Were you listening to my phone call?" And Madison's like, "No, I was just in there having breakfast." And Jeffrey's like, "Well, you could have said something." And I'm like, Jeffrey, he's just going too far with this, and he has nerve to say, Now I know why I didn't like you in school. You're too nosy." And Madison just told him to take a flying leap right about then. Because, at this point, Jeffrey, Justin, and Veronica should all go over a cliff, just, fighting each other and just splat. That's it for them, because they're all just nuts. And so Madison keeps trying to tell Jeffrey, "Oh, this isn't safe. Don't go over there with him. Don't do this." I'm like, "Madison, you know what? Just stop. Just stop. Why are you even trying to talk sense to Jeffrey? It's obvious that he is enjoying this sick game, and that he does not want to get away from Justin." So David comes down, and he basically says the same thing. You need to stay away from this guy. Jeffrey's being childish. "Well, if you're not going to stay away from Mom, why should I stay away from Justin?" And of course, David's not as stupid as Jeffrey is. David has a plan for Veronica. Of course, Jeffrey doesn't know this, but bottom line is Jeffrey's being hypocritical. He wants he's just trying to use this as an excuse to keep seeing Justin, and it didn't even matter anyway, because even before David said that he was trying to mend fences with Veronica, Jeffrey still wanted to be around Justin. So Jeffrey's just annoying. So over at the grand jury, Sarah is talking about why she did everything she did. She says, "Well, I did some things in college that that would have kept me from advancing, from becoming a lawyer." And so George has this picture. I don't know exactly what was going on, but it's a picture of Sarah, and she did something illegal, and so, she tells everything, and so she's dismissed, and Wyatt is brought in, and he runs down everything. Oh, well. I did not intend that to be a pun, but he runs down everything that he did, how he hit Benny, how he hit that kid, all of it, and he's laying everything out, and somebody is in there in the jury room, with their phone on, with a phone call to Jim, and Jim can hear everything, and he calls David, and he's like, "Wyatt is telling everything. We're in trouble, we're in trouble, we're in trouble." And David says, "Okay, well, he says, "Well, what are you gonna do?" And Jim's like, "Okay, well, I need to get some help with this, and we need to get everybody together at Catherine's house." So, of course, Jim has a plan to deal with Wyatt. So now let's get to Hannah and Catherine. So Catherine comes over to Hannah's, and she promises Hannah, Jim will not do that again. He won't try to kill Benny. I promise you. He's worried about the money and basically I think she was saying if she cuts off the money, then he has no leverage, and that's how she can keep him in control, is to cut off his money. Excuse me. And Hannah, as usual, is being ridiculous. She's talking about leaving this house. "I'm going to be packed and out of here," and all of that. And I'm like, where are you going to go? You've done this before. It didn't end well. You go to a cheap motel. It ends up getting shot up, and we know how that ended. And Catherine offered her a job at the hotel, and she didn't really want that, and Hannah just acts stupid for someone who doesn't have many options. So, okay, so then Benny comes home, and he's just being rude to Mitch, and Mitch is like, whatever, and leaves. And Hannah lets him know that, Hannah lets Benny know that she wore Jim's ass out. And then Derek shows up, and Benny is rude to him, and Hannah's just so through with it. She's like, "Benjamin, go on somewhere. And he's in the kitchen. He's telling Hannah, "Well, if you want to cook dinner, I want to be here to see it." I'm like, well, what? I don't know. He's just being really annoying, which is kind of usual at this point. And so back to Wyatt, he leaves the jail, and there's some people waiting for him. And Jim has had him kidnapped. So that's par for the course for Jim, having people kidnapped or hurt or killed or whatever. That's just what he stoops to doing. And so next, Veronica comes to Catherine's house, and I think Catherine was she there? Yeah, she was home, and the maid is like, "Who are you?" And Veronica has to be rude. It's like, girl, where have you been? I'm Veronica Harrington. She's saying it like she's some huge personality that the maid should know. I'm like, some people might know you, Veronica, but not everybody will know you. And so, they all come together there, and they all end up coming together there, and they're trying to discuss what to do about Wyatt. Catherine wants Veronica to do what she does as an attorney and make things, make things better. And at this point, they really don't know what to do because Wyatt has spilled everything, and it seems like they're already in trouble, and Wyatt's real angry. And he actually scared Jim because Jim was telling him what to do, and Wyatt kind of just brushed it off, and Jim's like, what's the matter with him? He's like, Jim was looking like, because Wyatt was a little bit too, Wyatt backed off a little bit too quickly and a little bit too calmly. So Wyatt goes down in the basement, he's looking, there's gotta be a drink somewhere, gotta be a drink. And so he finds a gun in his grandfather's things, because Catherine had said, I packed up all my father's things and put them down in the basement. And he finds a gun and he starts loading it up, and I guess he's going to try to kill his parents and probably David and Veronica too. So that was the episode. Like I said, it wasn't real action-packed or anything like that. There wasn't a lot going on. It was pretty much just filler to bridge through until the season finale. So as always, like and subscribe and leave a comment if you got something to say. And I will see you the next time.